Morning guys, welcome to the VW Mechanic Workshop today. Obviously it's not my workshop, wish it was, never mind. Anyway, that's my job, to diagnose things, and that's what I've got now. I've got a 1.5 Tiguan 21 plate on my ramp at the minute. I'm going to show you what I'm doing. There's Ocean in the background, a Chinaman with his orange gloves on. Yeah, I'm going to show you what I'm doing now and what's gone on and why we should never forget the basics when diagnosing things. Don't jump in. Have a look, have an assess, have a touch, have a fiddle, play with buttons, play with whatever you like, fellas, you know what I mean? We'll get there in the end, but here's a little bit of something I've been doing this morning. It's that easy when you think about it. The beautiful 1.5 petrol. It is a good engine, it's proving to be a good engine. Now this has got an engine light on, but it ain't a fault with the engine. It's not a fault with the engine. It's just an amalgamation of sensors all talking to each other, which is a good thing. Right, to the nitty gritty. You guys you're gonna love this. But this is what I mean. Don't jump in. Don't just think component. Fuse it. We're not checking basics, guys. Why are we not checking basics? That's all it takes. Check the basics. Then if it's a little bit more complex, it takes a bit more time, doesn't it? But if you overlook the basics, you can come unstuck quite quickly with diag. So always check the basics. So that's my vac pump. I've got a vac pump range and performance. It's happened 35 times. These, I never see these go wrong. You guys might can put in the comments down the bottom if you have. I never see these go wrong. Now this vacuum pump follows a bit of pipe work and it ends up down here. There, right? And these sensors I've seen fail before, particularly on the 1 litre MPIs. It's the brake boost sensor. So again, vacuum sensor on the brake line. They normally fail, however not in this case. I've kept it simple, stupid. You guys know me, that's me saying. Right? I learned that from the NLC down in Milton Keynes. Follow it, see what's going on. Vac pump. Now it's only a sporadic fault, so it could be that. It could be the wiring to it. I've not seen anything. I'm just visually checking. Bosh, we'll go down the pipe work. Hello. So that was there. And we've got a shiny bit on the pipe. And if I let you have a look, we've got a hole. Can you see it's just gone through at the bottom of that pipe? Now, if you didn't have the engine running and it hissing, you wouldn't be able to see that. So that's kind of there, unless you really know what you're looking for. But that's where the vacuum's going, guys. So it's getting it and then dropping it, and that pressure sensor over there, it's letting the ECU know there's an issue, and that's all it is, guys. So it's clipped in down the bottom, but it's very loose. So we need to address that issue. And obviously with that being there and that being there, they've kind of just sat together, rubbing away. And there's where the pressure's going. Or the vacuum, should I say. That's where the vacuum's going. Keeping it simple, stupid guys. This has got the customer the answer. I can put to them now what's going on. What I've found is we've found the actual causal issue, is this pipe here, whether it's in place or not. And then I've obviously found a symptom. So I see a lot of diagnostic jobs out there and people are curing the symptoms, but they're not getting to the bottom of why that's happened, and they're not preventing it happening again. This is quite an easy one, guys, but it's easy for me to show you as well. Keep it simple, stupid guys. I'll see you in the next one. Love you, bye.